Hey everybody, it's Kelly from Lightbridge Healing. I know it's been a minute since I've been on, but here I am. So I wanted to come on because I've been working with my team and wanted to address the issues that are coming up with the new moon in Sagittarius and the solar eclipse that's happening on the 14th tomorrow, as well as the fact that we are in the 12/12 gateway, lots of opportunities for manifestation. But at the same time, as we move towards the winter solstice on the 21st and the great conjunction of Neptune and Jupiter that haven't been this close in 800 years, we have a lot of opportunities for us to move forward and to kind of drop some of the things that we've been carrying. Solar eclipses, eclipses themselves and the eclipse season, have a lot of moments where we can reflect on the last 3 years. This is what puts things into place. So where do you see the growth that has happened in the last 3 years since 2017, when we had another eclipse in this time period? How have you changed? What are you still holding on to that is sticky, that is a reoccurring issue that you thought you dropped that just keeps coming back? You have opportunities now to drop these things and move forward. What's difficult is that we are in a extraordinary time that is not normal for us, at least not in our current reality up until this point. But in order for us to move forward and to raise into ascension, to allow ourselves to become whole and to become fuller, truer selves and our highest versions of ourselves and our highest timelines, there's a lot of things that we need to process, and that is grief. And doing things a little bit differently here with the transmission, I kind of have all the information that I need up front and had a little staff meeting before I came on here, and would like to work through some of these things. Big grief makes way for big growth, but you have to be able to address the issues that you're carrying and the things that you're sad about, that you may not really be able to put a finger on, but you feel it. Think about how has work been? Is it normal for you? Have things changed? Are you finding that you're isolated? Are you finding that, you're not able to hang out with the people that you want to because it's just not safe? And your concept of safe, it's different for everyone. But what is recommended? What about work with your own goals, self-work, the things that you're doing on the inside that you're trying to bring to the forefront? Do you feel like you've gone back a couple paces? Do you feel like you're stagnant? Do you feel like you had a big jump and now you're kind of just floating, feeling anxious, depressed even weepy at times, that just kind of comes out of nowhere? Or maybe you're not feeling anything at all, and that's totally normal. And it's totally normal for what's happening right now. But understand that addressing these issues allows you to drop that heaviness and expand around it and move forward, so you're able to manifest abundance for yourself and put yourself in a place that you want, the track that you want to be on for the next 3 years. And especially moving into the end of this year and moving into 2021, we have a lot of things to look back on. A lot of us have been isolated. I know for me, it's been heavy as being an essential worker in my day job. I know that it's difficult because we're not able to see our family. Holidays are completely different. There's grief there. There's grief in losing loved ones. There's grief in being around people who have lost their loved ones. Pets, people who have had, their little furry animals, their fur babies who have transitioned. There's so much to be sad about. There's issues politically, there's issues socially, there's just the fact that you can't just reach out and, give somebody a hug or go out for a beer or whatever it is that you want to do without there being consequences, or it's just heavy. So what I'm going to work on here is a transmission that's going to allow you to kind of make way for that grief, to drop those heavy things that we're carrying along so we can move forward into a space of growth and acceptance. It's going to feel like some heaviness in the chest as well as in the throat chakra. Could be some kind of tweaking, sort of scratchy feelings, maybe a tension in the throat, as well as pressure on the third eye, and a lot of moving in the thymus, which is in your high heart, up in your collarbone area. Also want to work on grounding into the lower chakra system, working specifically on the root and the sacral, moving into the earth star chakra, envisioning pulling down into the ground. And this is going to come through in calibrations through the chakra system that will be transmitted through toning and an actual kind of singing that the shamans are wanting to bring through here. There should be a lot of releasing. Feel free to listen with headphones, however it works best for you. If you'd like to come back later when you have time, whatever works best. You know yourself best. But just know that this transmission is coming to you with lots of love and lots of empathy, so I know where you are. I'm there too. So let's move through this, make way for ourselves to have a beautiful end of the year, even though it's been an extraordinarily different one, and pave the way for ourselves to have ease and abundance and growth and acceptance. And all of this is coming with self-love, understanding what you can do in the moment, living in the now moment, and not pushing yourself too far when you feel like you need to rest. Productivity is a completely different animal. Things look different. Things are different, and they're going to continue to be that way. So go easy, go gentle, big love. Okay, I'm going to tap in here. Just take a breath or two and ground yourself into the sit bones. May I be of service. And orin sia torokora in daria mai and do it darim zion dio ya darin daram mutum so in reke daram daram oyama ai darane so kare daram we sui to it and the reke and be there we see in my wa and yet the ko ya yes. Hamata no sui no suyu do dai sondom and domatsu wayam ni daya uti and hanama yewa and dawa wondi. Cause I am on to stand and do him not there. What and was and go to stand to in a way more that I come with it, me take what see the go and that mato go at it that I ate it it was good. So non son sante we want to get my go swan son annoyante so I get go into it's here it's go working on the root. Yun zoom to end way at grow in the ayun to see which walk tear and tear walk it's here. You we was you in the so or Wow. Yantom sayantau som tom dem poisintin. Ein Tin der son di son ti sun enda mut kayo san den den doin kin da it rek it andare ngori esti uk ener kat en ke wako dia ka amakaya ta ho sa da ka in kat in da usut in dur in dur in ya no wa kuchu yu indiero me wa ya te mo ya ta mo sia nu tu ye te iwe un te mo seo ta e wa wo sia kia na ne wa kia iftu kin ka ko ya te mi ho indio o indio min ya ra kim u dio yo ki ra ki ho utsa te re ke o ayu mutare the life force goes moya nan wendo mendi toma sa yunda yo du yo da so you something sembende non di Eremenan pömstan dinoi in won't yarem and I am si sante unti satare mi kayento my day am and in poriam was getting I didn't che vanno a termine ora che ne muso torre questo to io non mi disi che why it's to walk and in the and the go such a comfort and the more is the going hey my and the white quite breathe go I see going die my guy hey you go and go see I and my and the walk ko ne mo ko rek in ir york or it's my it it's working so working that good is kan some so in the way with the guru in the year into tian guru in tian walk the architect in what's here again you weekend you can't wise Blessings, everybody. Thank you.